Why are you unhappy? Because 99.9% of your thoughts and actions revolve around yourself, and that self doesn't truly exist. Wu Hsin. Take a deep breath. Let this profound truth wash over you. In this moment, you are about to discover the most liberating secret of existence. The very you that struggles, that suffers, that seeks happiness everywhere except where it truly resides, doesn't actually exist. What remains when this illusion falls away? Pure freedom, pure consciousness, your true nature, which has been waiting patiently beneath the surface of all your searching. Who do difficulties really affect? They too are merely illusions. Both struggle and pleasure exist only in relation to the ego. Ramana Maharshi. The chaos and turbulence that appears to exist in this world is not truth. It's not reality. It comes and goes. This too shall pass. But your center is divine, consciousness, absolute reality, Brahman. That is where peace resides. We become so entangled in worldly matters. We believe things are real. Everything bothers us. We get angry. We become upset. But the truth is, you are not Maya. You are absolute reality. You are consciousness. You are being. Know who you are and awaken. Wake up and be free. Don't attach yourself to what your body experiences. Keep your mind above it all, your head in the clouds and your feet on the ground. Let me share a secret with you. There are no problems. There never were problems. There are no problems today, and there never will be problems. Problems simply means the world isn't unfolding as you wish it would. But in truth, there are no problems. Everything unfolds as it should. Everything is right. You must forget yourself and expand your awareness until you become the entire universe. The reality behind the universe is pure consciousness. It has no problems, and you are that. When you possess jnana, knowledge, awareness of truth, you are at peace with yourself and the world. Because all happiness that exists, all joy that exists, all peace that exists, all love that exists, are names for jnana. Therefore, to the extent that you awaken, to that extent you discover that all is well, wherever you are. All solutions, all wisdom, all happiness and bliss you have been seeking exists within you. Dive into the center of your heart. Sit in silence. Everything will take care of itself. The secret to peace of mind is not identifying with anything other than your true self. And then, problems don't exist. Robert Adams. If you identify with the body, you'll see the world around you. But if you identify with the divine essence, everything will also be divine. Ramana Maharshi. Stop identifying with your body and mind. Don't think you're so important that you need to overcome problems. That's what happens when you think you have a problem to overcome. It makes you feel important. I have to solve this problem. I have to overcome this situation. As if I were someone important. I doesn't exist. If I doesn't exist, then your problem doesn't exist either. Your problem exists because you believe in your I. When you realize that I doesn't exist, everything disappears. This is what I mean when I sometimes tell you, there are no problems, there never were problems, and there never will be problems. But as soon as you start thinking, problems will arise. Don't try to change anything. Be yourself. Work on yourself. Begin to see things in a new light. View your situation differently. There are no bad things. There are no good things. But thinking makes it so. Stop thinking in extremes, good and bad, right and wrong. Instead, look within yourself. Stay centered. See yourself as a divine being, an infinite being, completely free. Always remember deep in your heart that all is well and everything is unfolding as it should. There are no mistakes anywhere. What appears to be wrong is simply your own false imagination. That's all. We live in a universe of Brahman, of absolute reality, where there is perfection, perfect life, perfect ecstasy, perfect being. This perfection knows nothing about right and wrong, good and bad, happy and sad. It knows only itself as perfection, and you are that. The place where you are right now is the right place. That's the beginning. Stop wanting to be someone different. Stop wanting to change your life. You are in the right place now, exactly as you are. The wise person doesn't seek to change anything. Only reality exists and you are it. Only consciousness exists and you are it. Only love exists and you are it. If you could just realize who you are, you would be the happiest person who ever lived. And I'm talking about complete happiness, unchanging happiness. Does such a thing exist? Yes, it does. Unchanging peace, unchanging love. But you chose to identify with Maya, illusion, with unreality, and that's why you think you suffer. You believe your life isn't what it should be. You compare yourself to others. You want to make changes. As you should know by now, when you make these changes, they don't last long, and then you return to what you were before. For most people, to be happy there must be a person, place, or thing involved in their happiness. In true happiness, there are no things involved. It's a natural state. You will remain in that state forever. There is always happiness. There is always peace. There is always love. It's not something you need to acquire. It's your true nature. The truth is, you can never suffer. There is nothing in this universe that can make you suffer. If you are suffering, it's your mind telling you things about someone, or something, or some place, or some illness, and that's why you suffer. You allowed yourself to think. You're believing your thoughts. Your thoughts control you completely, absolutely. The secret is to quiet the mind. Your true nature is self-realization. When the mind is quiet, you simply return to your real nature, to what you always were. Really, the only thing you need to do is quiet your mind. It's only in silence that supreme truth reaches you. When the mind is subdued, there is only eternal peace. Whenever you think, you prevent reality from flowing. Whenever your mind is quiet, calm, tranquil like a still lake, you reflect your own divinity, and you become pure, happy, and all your problems disappear. When your mind is quiet, you find happiness. Your job is to relax, be calm, be at peace. Start spending more time diving within yourself, observing, witnessing. When thoughts arise, simply ask yourself, to whom do these thoughts come? To me. I see them. Who am I? What is the source of I? By doing this, my friend, I can assure you that a wonderful change will happen in your life sooner or later, and you will become free. You learn, therefore, to catch your thoughts practicing self-inquiry, atma vikara, or observing your thoughts, becoming the witness of your thoughts, watching yourself think. Thoughts have no power. They seem to have power. You gave them power. You yourself gave power to your thoughts by believing in them, by worshiping them, by doing what they command. But the wise person stops, thinks, looks within and asks, to whom do these thoughts come? Where do they come from? Discover, and you'll realize they never existed. It's an optical illusion, just like the rope and snake you've heard about. You think a rope is a snake because it's dark and you can't see. But after discovering the truth that it's just a rope, you will never be fooled again. You will never be afraid again. Therefore, thought is like the rope and snake. They have no power, but you fear your thoughts, therefore you give them power. Once you realize they are non-entities, they are nothing, then you become yourself and are free. All is well. Abandon all pretense. Abandon all your wounds. Abandon self-pity. Don't feel sorry for yourself because you're in a position and situation you don't like. This only keeps you there longer. Let everything go. Release it. Awaken. Be free. Freedom is your true nature. You always were this way, but you're allowing thoughts to cover up this freedom. You're allowing your thoughts to tell you something else. And you're trapped in the dream world, believing it's the real world. Don't interfere. Don't fight. Simply observe. Don't react. You'll be fine. Realize your divine nature, and don't allow your problems to affect you. Understand that you are not your problem. You are not the body. You are not the thoughts or the mind. And begin by controlling your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to become bigger than you. Your job is to observe, watch, see what's happening, and not react to anything that's happening. The wise person really doesn't seek to change anything. They become quiet. They have patience. They work on themselves. They observe their thoughts, their actions, and if they see themselves getting angry, they observe themselves entering depression. They observe themselves getting jealous, envious, and all the rest. Gradually, they realize this is not me. This is hypnosis. It's a lie. They don't react to conditioning. The more they don't react to conditions, the freer they become. They don't care what others are doing. They don't compare themselves to anyone. They don't compete with anyone. They simply take care of themselves, attentive to themselves. They see the mental confusion. They don't run around shouting, "I am absolute reality. I am God. I am consciousness." Instead, they see where they're coming from and leave everyone else in peace. It may be gradual at first. You notice that things that usually bothered you don't bother you anymore. You notice that people you live with, the conflicts you had, they stop because you stopped. There are no more attempts to compensate for anything. There are no more attempts to win anything. There are no more attempts to find the right book, the right teacher, or the right thing. You stay centered. You stay free. When something appears, whether good or bad, you simply ask, "To whom is this coming?" And you laugh because you separated from your mind-body and began to realize that your mind-body will go through the experience, but not you. What's happening is happening to the I, to the ego, not to you. Nothing can happen to you, because your true nature is Brahman, absolute reality, pure consciousness. So there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear, nothing can disturb you, nothing can hurt you. You realize that anything anyone does to your body, physically or with words or otherwise, can never ever hurt you, because you are not your body. As Ramana Maharshi said, "Can the mind, fixed in its original state, possess a sense of ego or have any problem to solve?" No matter what anyone tells you, no matter what you see with your eyes, nothing can affect you, because you are not your mind. This is just the beginning. As you advance, your mind and body fall away. It doesn't mean you die. It means they become less and less important to you, and you no longer identify with them. You know and feel and experience that you don't exist as your body or your mind. You exist as absolute reality, as consciousness. You may first feel this lightly, but you'll notice that the greater the feeling, the greater the happiness. You'll be beginning to merge into consciousness. You're beginning to feel reality. The world goes on. People do what they always do, and yet you see everything differently. You no longer see the world you used to see. It's like reading a magazine. The images in the magazine are in front of you, but you are not the magazine or the images. Who you are may still be a mystery. Remember, as long as you can express something, that's not it. In ultimate reality, there is nothing as we know it, as we conceive it. As long as you're able to express it, it's false. As long as you can think about it, it doesn't exist. Reality is silence, not words. Therefore, you don't go around telling everyone, "I am pure reality," or "I am consciousness." You remain silent. By their fruits you shall know them. You become a light in a world of darkness. People automatically gather around you and feel good in your presence. You found peace. It was always you. Actually, you didn't find anything. You simply became yourself. The universe is your friend. It's on your side. There's nothing against you. The only thing against you are your thoughts. If you learn to quiet your mind, you'll have no problems. The only burden you ever had in your life was your own mind. And you know, the mind is nothing. The mind is just a bunch of thoughts. Thoughts about the past and future, that's all a mind is. But the heart is a center of quietude, of tranquility, and absolute peace. Surrender your mind to your heart, and you will feel it. Deep in your heart, know that all is well. Understand that the universe is your friend and can never hurt you. It's the substrate of all existence, which is love. When you develop a loving consciousness, there can be no problems. Love takes care of everything. Love is the same as absolute consciousness, pure intelligence, or the power of God. When you have enough love within you, there really are no problems. Problems only arise when you believe you are separate and without love. Love everything because everything is part of the self.